Halloween is just a few days away, so what better way to finish out Obscure October than with a witch? She won't give you poisoned apples, but she will take your soul. Let's look at the Wicked Witch of Reploids in The Basics on Berkana. Berkana only appears in Mega Man Xtreme 2, of which she is the main antagonist. She is shown sporting a long dress that completely covers her legs, as well as a helmet that looks somewhat like a pointed hat. She has long blonde hair and a scepter as her main weapon. There was speculation among fans on if she had legs, which was addressed in Mega Man 25 with a gag comic showing them, of which we can see that she has red pointed shoes. Her witch theme is likely due to the Xtreme games giving a medieval style to their villains. Berkana is a mysterious Reploid, whose production and purpose are shrouded in mystery. She was a Reploid researcher though, whose creations were never made public for unknown reasons. We do get to see one of her creations in-game though, her right-hand man, Gareth. This knight showed great confidence in being able to defeat either Zero or X, implying his strength and thus Berkana's skill of Reploid creation. At some point, Sigma planted the seeds for Berkana to take action with a sinister scheme. She caused an incident on Laguz Island where all Reploids at the research facility located there became empty shells. Just giant lumps of scrap metal. This condition became known as Erasure, and it was then discovered that the data for these Reploids' motor functions had been removed. That data is considered to be a Reploid soul, thus became known as a DNA soul. Taking this DNA soul, Berkana was able to revive defeated Mavericks, as well as using the DNA soul to power up herself and Gareth. After the hunters begin investigating the island, she studies X and Zero, before eventually having a showdown with X, where she declares that this will be the ultimate test of her new strength. Here she succumbs to X, who would then be greeted by Sigma, thanking X for what he did, claiming that Berkana was taking things too far. For a small game with little dialogue, we do get to see a good chunk into Berkana's personality. She's playful and flirtatious. She doesn't care that two of the top Maverick hunters are coming after her, and instead takes it as a challenge that she will ultimately, in her mind, win. She also has an obsessive, greedy side. After she started stealing DNA souls, she couldn't stop, and went further and further with her research. When Sigma is on your side, but even agrees that you're going too far, that's a problem. In combat, Berkana's pretty unique. She'll use her scepter to fire out orbs that are labeled as either A or B. Being hit by them will disable that button's input for a set amount of time, meaning she can disable Reploid's motor skills, which goes in line with her DNA soul snatching background. She can summon a spike ball that just kinda rolls slowly. How intimidating. She can also summon a spike floor or a wall trap. Now that's intimidating. She can summon an icicle that'll move vertically, or shoot out fireballs that split on contact. Oh yeah, she can fly. That's kind of important. Berkana has shown up in other media briefly. Well, not in X-Dive to any significant sort. She was in the Archie comic during the Worlds Unite crossover of pretty much all things Capcom and Sega. Gareth and herself are seen in the world of Golden Axe, which is a very fitting spot given that it also has that medieval feel. However, both are defeated rather quickly. She's a fun character with a great design that brought something unique to the series. What are your thoughts on her? Comment below, as I'm always happy to hear theories on Berkana. And with this, we close out on Obscure October. Now, we return to your regularly more mainstream character videos when I get around to them. See you then! Special thanks to ZEK Edits for their outstanding Xtreme 2 Remix OST. If you've liked the music I've had playing here, be sure to check them out. They even made a custom theme for Berkana and Gareth. I'll link the album down below. It's very much worth a listen.